Welcome. I came across the new game, currently only under game playtest technically. It's currently this playtest is free on Steam. This is happening around 1793. Currently, like 1st February 1793, and we will be able to select one of two available sales ships. Like I don't remember what was it. Let me check. One was the Brig Sloop, and one was the frigate. I'll start with the small one for now. So I did play it a tiny bit before, just like today only, and there are some quite okay instructions for that. The map selection technically works only in a way that you move the map wherever you want. Technically, it comes from, I don't know, what's this one, this area. So not even from London, not even to Cardiff, just like really south portion of the UK, and then northern France, West France as well, until somewhere, I don't know where, Bay of Biscay, technically. And you play as a British flagged ship. So well, let's start, I don't know, somewhere. Let's do somewhere like here. The wind is southeasterly. Okay, so let's do that. Let's move that. Yeah, just right click somewhere on the map where you want to have this X button. This is your starting position. That's it. You can set your start condition like date, time of day. We can do like a dawn. Let's do clear weather for now. This somehow did not work for me really, to have like a different wind speed. So we can technically change it, like the strong breeze fine, and southeasterly, so it can go like easterly fully. Or northeasterly, it's also fine. Right, so everything is set. And let's select Brig Sloop, however this is pronounced. And let's have a look. It looks quite promising. It's still just like, I don't know, even like pre-alpha version or whatever. What is currently available is not bad, to be honest. There is also some time compression, not as bad as, not as good as we have on the U-boat. And other parts, you have like unlimited ammunition, but it's very hard to fire with these cannons. And yeah, you will see. It's quite a different game, but not as different in the same like the U-boat. Okay. Currently, we are at our Brig Sloop, whatever this was called. They have like a couple of cannons to your port side. I think it's even called differently. It's called larboard. I think it was the original old name, the starboard and the larboard. So in this game, we'll call it larboard, the port side yet. As you have seen, there are these three officers, but let's get to them later. So you can. The controls are a bit finicky. So walking in this ship with your character, you have to use standard arrow keys on the keyboard, and then WSD is for navigating, like moving the ship around. So yeah, that's it. I'd like to stay here to have like a better overview. Let's stay there. You can also see the whole ship from around. You can zoom out. And using the right click, this was, by the way, the key was just the standard V key, but we are currently facing southwest. Okay, so we are facing exactly the correct way as I wanted to, but as you can see, all the sails are just straight. Yeah? They are not following the wind or whatsoever. You can also see, maybe if I move it right, yeah, that both top sails are still closed, so we can just clicking here open them, and also the middle one, and the sailors will come up from the below and just really work on to bring the sails up. You see they are working, like, so there is like a noise of the rope or something, and they are really, so all the sails are now going to open one by one as soon as the sailors are ready. Okay, and also using the there are no names for them, so this is probably some, let's call him captain, or not the captain. He will be military lead. This will be helpsman or whatever, and this will be okay, I don't know. Let's call them officer 1, officer 2, officer 3. This will be the safe one. So in officer 2 menu you have this master trims only yards. No idea what does it really mean, but now you see that all the sails are now changeable and will follow the wind better, so it will get higher speed. Currently we're at 9.3 knots, which is not bad for a sail. I mean for the wind-based ship. We are running 10 knots on the U-boat when we are surfaced, or maybe above. I think 10 knots is like running submerged on electric, full like flank ahead. This is over 10 knots already. There is one sailor here on the lookout, and there is another one here. Let me zoom in, maybe it will be better. So there is one here on the lookout in front. This is my character. And then there is another one on this lookout somewhere on top. You can see him right here, if you can see him. Let's zoom out a tiny bit. So he's here on the lookout. They are all dressed the same. No shoes and the head, and there are like all of the sailors look the same. This is perfectly fine for this stage of the game. You can change the colors of your ship. Let me show you. Just use the first officer, change paint colors, and you can change the outside colors. I mean hull colors. I mean this is like white, red or yellow. So change colors. This will be, let's say, yellow. Interior, let's do red interior if it's possible. Yes, it is. There is like red interior, and then you have this only this structure in front. This is, I don't know how it's called. Let's check. And this is like rails. So let's change rails to white to have some difference. All right. So we have these options. We have all these 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12 sails. You can individual. For example, I can just close this one, and the sailors will come, work with the ropes. Okay. Just like from there, but still you can just lower each individual sail this way. You have to wait until it's finished to open it again. I tried to like interrupt it, but it did not work, so now this is fine. Alright, so now we have full 10 something knots. Let me switch back to my character view. See, it's not looking as bad, to be honest, to have like pre-alpha version of the game. They're all the same. You can also use this menu to release all idle sails, seamen. So everyone who was working on the sails is now going to disappear below the deck. You have also some... Okay, if there is like no wind at all, it's complete calm, you can use your boats to tow your ship. You can also change, like, because as I read somewhere that at these days, 17 something, it's quite common that the ships change sails regularly to just fool the enemy. And that's all his menus. Then there is also a pump if we are getting water in, like what we have on the U-boat. This did not change anything when I used it, so it's fine. Now we are even 11.8 knots, by the way. Lights did not work for me. You can also measure depth, like by rope. There is a message like no bottom with this line, so it's too deep. And you can also anchor if it's possible, like if you measure some depth. And this guy can like push the seamen to manage cannons on the starboard side or on the larboard side, or he can technically also replace the seamen on the lookout with the marines. Marines can also go to the boat. But technically that's all what I understood from this game for now. How it works, so you can move, as I said, by arrow keys only. It's a bit finicky to to switch from WSD to the arrow keys and back. But you see, it's like normal looking, not a simulator, but a kind of. The seamen are technically living there. You can't enter it, but they are coming from this door all the time. Let's call all of them to man the larboard side. See, they will all come out from this door and man the larboard side cannons. And then you can technically also fire. As soon as they are ready, they will also load the cannons and put them in position. And using left control key, you will fire from larboard side, and using right control key, you will fire from the starboard side. So let's use the left one now. These are firing like a salvo, and down they will prepare the cannons, and as soon as they are moved forward, each one of them, it means they are ready again. You can fire. If I fire now, nothing happens because they are not loaded yet. There is no animation with the characters. He's like holding the ball, he's holding the stick and so on. But if they are all moved forward, now we can fire also the full salvo. Yeah. Acquiring the target is a bit different thing, but I find it quite fine. As soon as we have some target, I will show you how to do it. But if you hold the control key, there is a command to fire at will. So they will, as soon as they are loaded, they will just fire. Apparently, still more like a salvo because we are firing already as a salvo before. But okay, let's stop the hold fire. And now we can also store cannons. Maybe first. Okay. And now these all seamen are technically idle, so we can ask this officer 1 to release the idle seamen, and they are moving away. Yeah? The time compression work quite not as best and not as good as I would say as in the U-boat, but still you can use the numeric plus and minus to change the compression, or let's call it time compression. So a couple of times hitting the plus key, you are getting like such a compression. Yeah, that's it. And then when you are using minus key on the numpad, then you are going slower. You can open the menu by hitting the C button, and then you will have to find your shipyard somewhere. We are somewhere here, but I did not want to go there. I wanted to go there. So you can right click the course, and now the helmsman will try to get there to your course. You can even have a waypoints, and if you do it completely crazy and you want to get rid of them, so you just have to right click somewhere away over the map. This was for me quite challenging to understand. You can delete each one of them. And as soon as they will spot a ship, even the compression will stop. So this is, I would say, for the pre-alpha version of the game, not bad achievement at all. So let's use some numpad. Similar effect like we have on the U-boat, and now your sail is running. Okay, now it's not as fast because the wind direction is completely different there. But okay, it's fine. We have to understand how the sails work against the wind, and going this cross stuff. Maybe we have also the calm, fresh breeze. Okay, so maybe now it's already more calm wind, 7 knots. But still, these freighters on U-boat are running typically 7 knots in the convoy or alone. So switching back to the normal view. I will slow down. So this is how it looks from this perspective now. It's really, as I said, for pre-alpha version, free on Steam, you can really have some fun. I already fired at one ship before, and then we captured it and changed it from other French flag to our flag. This is maximum we can go on this pole. I was able to climb also the ropes, but not on this one. We have to use the frigate, or how it's called, the bigger one. Somehow I was not able to reach these ropes here. Because if you are able to reach them, then you can climb on top to the over there. But this was not working here. Yeah. If you change course, also these things are moving so visually. So okay, let me show you. Yeah, so let's say we change course a bit. See, this black rudder control in the behind him is moving, and also the whole wheel is turning. So I would say not bad at all. When you switch back to the sea view, I don't know how this is called, I forgot. Then you can... How it was done? No, it was in the menu. It was somewhere in the menu of him. Resume course, yeah, this one. Second officer. So now he's going to follow this sea, our course, our set course, yeah. Yeah, as I said, for this one, for the pre-alpha playtest version on Steam, it looks promising. They still I have a lot to do, but I was able to encounter another ship. You can use binoculars, but just by zooming or using the scroll wheel. Do we see something? Let's zoom on this cloud here, so we can zoom in a couple of times. So this is like the max zoom. So this is step. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. This zoom level, and this zoom level. Works fine. There are both anchors. You can control each one individually, and there's also some animation when you are. We have to go somewhere where is less like shallow water, more shallow water. Then we can technically. There are some animation like I think this wheel is used to raise the anchors. They will also disappear from here. There are no light decoration. There's really some things are functional here, yeah? So it's not like complete mess or something. As I said, for pre-alpha, when you zoom into the map, there are also these indicators in numbers like the depth or something. So you can't reach like you can't travel on shore or whatever. And also what I did try, I was deployed here on this edge. And by starting the game directly here, and the wind was or technically the ship was positioned this way to the northeast. So I just immediately reached the shore, and that was it. Yeah, I could not like move anymore. Okay, just like for exploring. Let's get there. So let's remove this and let's go. Wind is northeast, so this should help us if we get there directly to the French coast. What's that? This is on a deep... I tried to also enter this port here, Brest, I think. Let me check, where was it? Nope. But there were like... I think it was here, there is the Brest port. When I was trying to pass through this strait, there were like cannons on both sides. They were like firing at me, and I was not able to return fire because somehow I was not able to target the buildings there. It's written somewhere in the instruction that the buildings are interactable, but they weren't in my playthrough, which I tried before. Okay, it's just like not everything is implemented definitely in the pre-alpha. And you can also ask the... I did use the WSAD, so we have to return to our course. Control. You have to use arrow keys. You have to always remember that. Okay, this ring, like ringing the bell, I have no idea what it means. Like, not at all. Maybe it's like the next hour or something. I have no clue. I do it sometimes once, sometimes more than once. When we will be lucky enough to spot something, some ship, maybe we can then have some fun with cannons. But like looking from like usability already of this game, I was technically quite surprised, to be honest. Like currently we have 9.1 knots, just using wind, no diesel, no coal, nothing, just the wind. You can't look under like you have in the U-boat because this is just not going to allow me to look like from below. But if you will go to museum on the main menu, I will show later, then you have like this model already like on the museum, like a small piece. So this is technically my character there. And this nice head. And as I said, you have all these how they are called, marines. So you can technically ask if you need those guys to maybe man the cannons. Also the one in, so they can go there. I don't know what are there like usage when they are standing there, but they are currently, you can see that they are also differently dressed, even same face, everything same, but there are differently dressed guys. They were part of my mission to capture the French small ship. I don't remember its name, what type, but they were like, I fired at this small ship with cannons on to their sails. Maybe I damaged them, I have no clue. They stopped, and then I sent my crew with marines by the boat to capture them. So it was quite, you know, it's, as I said, for pre-alpha game or just a playtest, it's already some fun. You have no hydrophone, you have no ping, but you have at least guys on the lookout which are higher than on any U-boat. They can see further away. Okay, let's release them. Release marines. They will return back. And then the seaman should get there instead. Or he was already on the higher platform. Or was he not? Let me zoom out. Yeah, he's still there. I don't know what they really do if you position them there. Okay, so you can man these two platforms by the marines as well. Maybe they can fire from there, like from having advantage. So we have, how many cannons we have? Oh, this is empty, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cannons each. One more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 9 side each. Yeah. So let's do this view, and let's check if you see someone on the map. No, we don't. Oops. Maybe let's get there. Maybe there'll be some ships coming from this port. Diepe. I don't know how it's pronounced. We see there is already some shallow water, so maybe we can get there. And I can show the action with the anchor. Let's do some time compression. It's really cool. I think not far from the U-boat. So currently we haven't spotted any ship, and it's also like it's written in the instruction somewhere that also the visibility of the crew, like how far you do not see like the circle what we have around in the U-boat, but the visibility also depends on the weather, on the time of day, and so on. Now we are getting slower and slower because the wind is already like almost facing us. Let's switch back to that view. And I will also slow down again. I don't know how to visualize it, but it looks like the wind is maybe not the best. 6.7 knots is still plenty fast compared to like the freighters on U-boat. They were, as I said, running typically 7 knots, like this Empire, Bale, Empire, Tower, Empire, Explorer classes, or technically any convoy. Do we have any depth here already usable? Sound depth? No bottom with this line, alright. So larboard and starboard. Starboard? Was it correct? Or starboard, larboard, yeah. There is also some, I did not really understood what it meant, but if you press the M key and you look at these sails and everything, now I can also control manually. First, once you press the M key, you can manually turn the sails, like you see left and right, yeah? But you can do it individually for each column. Sometimes even like only the one on top, maybe this one is fixed. So you can really turn them around, which in this case will slow us down. Yeah, some of these visual glitches, this is completely fine, that you see through, not an issue. So you can completely use that, and if you press the M second time, now it says like the ship's master has the con. So he is like, the ship master is now trying to control the whole U-boat, and he will also master the sails and really use everything like you do not have to care about. He's going to do like probably everything the best way to reach our course. Yeah. You just have to right click to open and right click and move left to open these three guys menu. 3 officers. We do not have like a mechanic, radio man and a lead officer, but at least there are 3 of them still. Maybe 3 classes like before what we got on the U-boat there. So looking from external view to our ship currently, so we have those 2 sails are currently closed, the rest are still open fully. Maybe that's better if you have such a wind, no idea, but it seems maybe yes, because they are getting some speed. We have currently 6.6 knots. See, there are also this waves animation, and you know, it's really, I would say, as I said, for playtest pre-alpha version, we just have to, I want to show some combo there, but we just have to find it. So let's speed up again. As I said, you can also change the flag. Let's slow down. You can go to this menu, change flag, and you can change from Britain, France, Spain, Holland, USA, and Barbary States. Barbary States, I don't know what it really means, but you know, there is also like this tiny animation. They drop it down and raise the new one. So there is like, it looks like some Arabic or I don't know, some barbaric state. Doesn't matter what it means by that. So there are like there is this one. Then you can go to United States. By the way, there are not 50 stars yet in 17 something. There are less stars in it. And when you look from the side, you see that the stars are not as densely populated on this blue area than probably later. I did not count the stripes. Stripes are probably already 13 or something like that, but the stars are definitely not 51 or whatever the number is in the current year. Okay, so that's their flag. Then you can change to, let's say, Holland. I think only France has the current version of the flag as well, because Holland is using some pictures there as well, as it was common before in the older days. So there is something there. I don't know, maybe if there will be like strong wind, maybe we can see that better, but there is at least something on top of like the stripes only, yeah? I think the current Holland flag is just stripes. Then let's check the Spain. I'm not sure about, I think the Spain one is maybe the current version. I don't know if they have the symbol there in the side or maybe something in the center. I did not really check. Because on U-boat there is no symbol at all, it's just like the red, yellow-red stripes. But maybe this is like coat of arms or something. I'm not sure if this is still on the Spanish flag. Probably not. Then you have the France. As I said, France looks like the modern one, like already current flag, like just stripes. Blue, white and red stripe. And then you have the original one, which was our flag. The Britain flag. But also like these tiny animations, at least you know that something is happening on there. Something is moving, something they're doing. Can we anchor already? Let's check the the depth. Like I typically do. Okay, no bottom with this line. Like I typically do with our eco sounder on U-boat. Okay, so let's switch to the map and use some compression again. This is a real clock, by the way, in-game clock, in-game time. This is going to be 10 o'clock, so you know, it's moving fast and all this, like this crazy fast compressions we have on the U-boat, but this is also smaller map, much smaller map. But going like 6.8 knots, just wind powered, it's not bad at all. Okay, now we have ship sighted southeast, so let's go back. Southeast. So we are currently facing east, so southeast is over there. Let me see how I will find it. You can't see it from this angle yet. But you can use this monocular, how it's called, not binocular, because it's just one. And try to find it somewhere. There is one. When you right click, you get the option to interact with it. Currently it's on the cursor is not changing color, so can't interact, it's still too far. But since they're moving this way, let's check where exactly this is. This is like under the sun, so I can now take over controls and move there maybe like southeast, more south than southeast. So I can control the course and I don't know, whoever is in command of the sails, yeah. You can also place like W for like getting all the sails up, or maybe like increase the speed if possible. Now we lost the side of the ship, but you can go to the map view and you can spot it there. And also this thin line means where they are heading, so you can technically, I can even cancel the course and maybe get there. And now the helmsman will continue, or will try to get there. Maybe you can get like closer, maybe somewhere here. We'll see. Let's go back to my view. Okay, and one more time here to just see. Now it's currently to our left. Alright, so it's somewhere there. Let's zoom in. Yeah, it's there. Now it's like not stabilized there, like we have on the U-boat. But if you right click to get the interaction point, now it's stable, so you can really play this. I think this is quite clever. So it's not always stabilized, but you can stabilize it, yeah, if needed. Take picture and create the report buttons on bottom. I did not use the create report, but take picture. Maybe it was taken somewhere, but I did not find any picture anywhere. Currently running 8.4 knots. Now I lost sight. Let's zoom in. It's slightly shaky. They should maybe improve this also when you are moving. Like mouse and arrow keys to really move the character is like kind of like shaky image, but other than that it looks not bad. Okay, so this seems to be maybe a French flagged ship, and from the look of it maybe even bigger than we have, because on the frigate there are 2 rows of cannons on each side, so much more firepower. So if they have this ship, we will probably have to disengage, as I used to say. Okay, you can even use time compression on this view, like I think anytime. Maybe try to get something like this where they're heading. This is the maximum compression currently. And again, this ring. Yeah, whatever this means. No idea. we do not have this realistic curvature of the Earth, so we technically see the whole ship even from the far away. We should maybe at this point see only sails, not the deck yet, not the hull. But still, you know, pre-alpha, playtest, not looking bad. There is some hiccup. Okay. Maybe some calculation background. It's definitely not like fully optimized this or whatever. It's completely fine. Let's switch this one away. Let's go to map view because I think we can better have... Yeah, there are some hiccups from some time to time, but you know, this is probably not the best course, so let's go there. This is still unknown. Unknown, what is written there? Unknown vessel. Yeah. Let's slow down for now. And also adjust the course, maybe there. Let's try to find them again visually. This way. Should be somewhere in front of us. We already see the landmass behind them, which is also quite nice. I saw some windmills before. It's not populated much, but there were at least some buildings already there. Okay, so the sail is there. I mean, the vessel is there. I will see. We have the orange marker, orange colored marker on the mouse. So this now we can click. It's still unknown vessel, no action available. So now it's like getting closer. It's not yet close enough, but it's getting closer. Already pressed some time compression, so let's get there. We do not have, like on the U-boat, we have to get like a calculated collision course. This would be helpful for me. Maybe there. No idea where they are traveling. But let's switch back to our... Let's slow down first. And let's switch back to our view. So where are they? See, there is a France already. Yeah, I would say really for playtest, still unknown. It's not bad at all. The controls are not the ones which I'm used to, but it's completely fine. It's like 12 o'clock probably. Still 1st February 1793. If they are bigger and they have more sails, then they could get faster when the wind is right. And maybe we'll see some combat if we will identify them. I think they are exactly the same speed as we are, so we will probably not be able to intercept them. Let's slow down and switch back. Binocular or... Okay, now we see... Is there another... Nope. Maybe there is a structure or something, or just like a glitch, or maybe some building which we currently do not see fully. Okay, so what's that? It's still unknown vessel. You can't see it from like naked eye. When you zoom in, you are... What's that? Maybe there's another glitch. But still looking pretty good, I would say. There is no settings like realism or whatever, but it looks quite realistic. I was really struggling to get my sails running against the wind because I have no idea how this should work. Not at all. Should go like crosswind something, but I have to study to understand it before I will know myself. Okay, so let's again go to the map view and use some compression. Okay, now we have another ship spotted there. at west, and this is going the same as we are. So now we have two of them. This is going most likely the same speed as we are, so let's focus on them. And let's also check if we are going to change, if our speed will increase. And let's do it even further away, like that. 7.4, 7.5, yes, so probably we are getting faster there. Let's switch back, and let's check them. They should be just in front of us somewhere. This was detected by the guy on the mast on top. There is also written if there is like a landmass or something in between you and another ship, like from this perspective, but it's still visible from the top, you will know that there is one, because they also calculate like if it's visible from the top, not from your height, then it's still available to know to get the information that there is a ship. Still unknown. But we are getting much faster now, we are at 9.2 knots. Well, I'm not sure if all the sails are there. Yes, now we have all the sails open. So to get the maximum speed. Yeah? Pre-alpha or whatever this is, like playtest. It's quite fun. I would love to have this one multiplayer, but we definitely can't use this compression, yeah, because then every player will need its own. I don't know how this is even possible to be done. Okay, so let's get there. Are we faster than them? We are 9.6 knots. I don't know what this sound is. Like, alright. Ship set is south, so we have another one, so we have 3 of them already. I think I have in the settings I have set like maximum 7. Let's do compression. Both are moving away from us. This is a slow one compared to them, so let's get there. Oops. There. Or maybe even turning away. We are only down to 7 knots probably because of like the wind is currently blowing to our sails. But they are really... Are they going to be... Okay. They're just like on the highway. You know, there is like open sea, but they are getting exactly the same. Or maybe it's like predefined roads, whatever. Okay, now we know it's a name, unknown vessel still. So now we are getting, because it was before without the label. So I think now we can even south. We have another one south. So there is a third one. Alright. We lost eyes on the one there, moving west. At least we have 3 there. Let's maybe change course to there. It's like the map view on the U-boat, eh? We have the time compression. Best time compression is on the map view. The one there is the slowest one, probably. Let's maybe get even closer, like there. Maybe we can increase the speed by... I don't know what is AWA, but if I click it, then this green marker moves, and we are not getting any benefit from this. It's like AWA whatever. We have almost 8 knots. They are probably moving slower. And the one there is also slow one. This was maybe Brigade, as I said. We also have a reading like 6.5 nautical miles. Okay, so really not bad. Let's go back to our lovely sail. Lovely, I don't know, do we have a name? We probably don't. And you see now we are much closer to the coast, so let's switch there. With binoculars. Are we going to spot some buildings? Maybe a river? Either glitch or a river. I'm going with the river. And then the second one. Okay, so we see them there. It's a lugger. Whatever kind of ship this is the lugger. The one there is the big one, it's still unknown, and the one in front is the new one. This is not even detectable yet, or interactable yet. 8 knots. Getting closer to the lugger. Right. This is going to slow us down a bit. Okay, so the one there is also slower than the one which was coming from the port. Now we have one new at south, which is where? Okay, there are two new. Le Havre. Le Havre. Lavre. I don't know how it's pronounced in French. Lavre. Lever. So one is moving wherever and the other one is moving wherever as well. So let's... Okay. And we have one more there, right? So the guy on the... So you see, this is exactly what I was talking, yeah? So from my perspective, this would be behind... Where we are just there. This would be behind the landmass. But somehow the guy on top can already see their... there is like a church or something. They can see their masts. So that's why they are reported. Right, so let's get closer to the lugger. The wind is technically on our side, because if there will be enemy warship trying to engage us, they will have to go against the wind, because wind is currently blowing, where is this? Northeasterly. So they should go against it. Alright, let's switch back to this view, let's zoom in, and let's check if we have more information. No, it's still a lugger. I have no idea what this is on top. Maybe these windmills, what we saw before somewhere. It looks like a river. The one that is not interactable and the one is already there, the unknown ship, the fast one. Yeah. Now we can see it, not with the naked eye yet, but with the first zoom level we already can see it. I can even interact with the first level, I can. Alright. Okay, so I was muted. So as you can see, the cannons are already positioned there. And then on my top right corner, you see there are 5 different options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are different kind of shots. So I decided to use the double shot, because the first one is the solid, second one is double, third one is the canister, fourth is the grape shot, something like that, and the fifth one is the bar shot. I have no idea the differences in the in this context. But we are going to fire a double shot at their cells. So when you click on them, you can target cells as I did, yeah, and larboard upper deck will try to attack their cells with a double shot. I have no idea, as I said, what it means. And they are tiltable, the whole cannons are moving left and right. They can aim slightly, yeah. So if we will get closer, I can turn fast, I can fast turn right, and then we will technically reveal the whole larboard against them, and then the salvo can technically be fired immediately. We will try to have some fun with the cannon. As I said, they are probably having some troubles to get against the wind, so we have the wind behind us. So this is what, this is another one, currently unknown, 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 unknown. So this is a enemy Lugger, French Lugger. They are still probably too far, because we have seen before that the cannons are really fighting quite close. Let's wait until we get closer. Alright, and you can also see on the top that is like on the on the left side we have 9 cannons ready from 9. They are all targeting French Lugger. This is currently out of range. And then you have 0 cannons available on the right, on the starboard side, and so on. But we can technically maybe ask more sailors to seamen to come. So let's move them to marines to the top, and let's move to starboard. If we could get someone there. Only a couple of them behind. No, there are not there. So let's remove. Let's do it differently. I will store the cannons. I will release the idle seaman, which is currently everyone probably. Or no one. Okay, fine. But that's not what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. So let's try to get it again. So let's focus on this ship and use target sails larboard. Alright, so they're moving there. And let's release now the idle guys. Probably no more. Okay, fine. Let's focus on our target. It's not fun in the age of sails. Okay, so it's still out of range. Again, target sails with upper deck, larboard side. There is probably a windmill over there, as I said. I saw it before. Okay, and it's a lighthouse, so maybe we can even destroy it with the cannons. I never tried to really click on these buildings. Now I clicked, so I see something. Alright, so I have no idea how much cannons they have. Or should we directly target hull, get them? Yeah, let's maybe do that. So let's change to the single shot. So let's hold 1. Round shot. Round shot. Okay, I'm sure this is the correct wording, but it's called a round shot. So now they will fire the salvo immediately. Because they will probably push the cannons together like at once. Yeah, okay, one is later. Why it's not there? Okay, that wasn't what I wanted. Are they all leaving? This hopefully everyone will leave. Is there something like hold fire or something? Nope. 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 Okay, and now if we release them. Okay, some of them are moving away, which is fine. Let's move them only to larboard side. Release crew. Right, so release crew and let's release idle seaman. Alright, so this is fine. Now we will beat the starboard. Release the starboard and release everyone, hopefully. Now, okay, now we should get everyone. Okay, we are getting too close. Let's fire at them. So let's target hull, larboard. Alright, and we are going to turn very fast and fire. The cannons should be loaded. Let's check what they have. They have some cannons, definitely. Less than we have, but still. And let's turn and fire. Now we should probably turn. Yeah, they're firing at us. We have lost one cannon. Alright, so this is how we fire. And also get hit. Can we save the sailors at least? Now we should get there faster and fire from the close behind. Let's hold fire for now. And now we should be able to fire at them any moment. Let's try that. Let's try it right now. And let's turn to not get hit again by them. Guys, reload fast. Okay, they are firing at us. There was one just passing my head very closely. Alright, now everyone is ready. Everyone is ready. Alright, let's turn because we are even reversing now. We have to get some speed. This is not like when you have a diesel. And you can go wherever you want. Okay. So we have to ask them to move. Target hull with the starboard and we turn to starboard. Hopefully we can turn there. I said starboard, guys. What's going on? That's not easy with the sails. If you have no idea how the wind and sails works. Alright, there are a couple of dead guys. Okay, so they have to man also the sails. They have now a better position than we have. Alright, is there any ship coming from behind, which we do not know? Okay, so let's do it like, let's target from anywhere, all batteries. Alright, so we should get some speed now. Alright, cannons are ready and they will fire any moment now. Right, so they have to man... Okay, that's quite fun. They have to man cannons and they have to also man the sails. Alright, that's challenging to be honest. Now let's fire. Not this one, the other side. Okay, I did not saw that there is like out of view command, sorry, out of view over there. Okay, on the left side it was, on the larboard side it was out of view. On the right side we have it like let's do that from target hull from starboard now. Okay, 1 is ready, 2 is ready. Three cannons are ready. Have it here on the top, yeah, 3 out of 9. 4 out of 9. We're already 4 knots, yeah. Getting some speed at them. Alright, let's... Why we do not have all of them? Just 4. Let's fire at will.
Fire at will!
Alright, we are firing. That's good. Do we have any hits? We have to still turn because they will get away. Maybe just go north and keep them to our side and fire at will. Do we have any hit? Nope. Yeah, that was very close. Nope. Nope. That's good, they can't fire back at the moment. It's much smaller one, with less crew from the look of it. It's almost a hit. Target hull. Right. Interesting. We are getting some action already. I think we'll slow down completely now. Where are they? There. It's a quite narrow target. They did it quite okay. Just moving directly away from us. So there are like now the most narrow angle we could have on them. Do you have any menu to save the wounded? Probably not. Right, so we are at least firing at them constantly. As soon as the cannon is loaded, we fire again. Maybe let's try to fire canister. I don't know what this means, so let's hit number 3. Next shot will be done with canister, so after the fireboat is currently loaded, they will have canisters. Yeah, try to hit something like that, not like with the torpedo and T5 torpedo, which I do prefer. This is quite fun. It's completely different kind of engagement. Why are we not firing anymore? Do we have a bad angle? So let's turn slightly right against the wind. Why not? Is it already like too far away? Let's follow them. Let's try to reach them and not get hit. So let's go east for now. Okay, so sails are a priority compared to cannons, which makes sense on this kind of ship. Because without sails, without wind, we are not going to move. Now they are going to fire at us probably because they are maybe turning at us. Alright, we have some sails dropping down. 0.5 knots, which is not the best speed. We are facing them now, so we are trying to catch up with them to get it closer. Alright, as I said, free currently on Steam as a playtest. You can try to have some fun with the sails. We'll try to hit them, and that's probably what we will do. Okay, we could technically attack by boat. Not sure what will happen, because before I did it on the smaller one, which had no cannons. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not rush, because there are probably some sailors capable of returning fire. Okay, so we have enemy lugger. That's it. We'll target. Let's target sails for now. And let's maybe fire at will. Let's turn to the north. No, not yet. Let's go east. With some speed, probably. How does we look? There is some hole there in the sail. Can you do something? Nope, probably not. And now the ring again. 1.1. It's getting better. We are at 0.4. Okay, I really know it. But at least we have the other guy, not me, really handling the sails dynamically based on how the wind blows and how we turn. I think that's better. It's quite fun to have like such detailed damage that you have like one hole in a hull. What about the dead guy or injured guy? Can you do something with that? You guy. Bolt actions. Nope. Change flag release. Nope. Man the pumps. We can for a while. This is a quarter less 15. Okay, no idea how this is measured. Alright. What about him? Okay, they are technically moving from side to side based on like where they are positioned. Okay, that's not bad. Release marines, release crew, store cannons. Nope. We have no interaction probably possible for the crew member which lies there. He was hit probably directly. 2 knots almost. And on the frigate there was also one cannon facing, not directly forward because there is this mast, there is pole or whatever, but it's facing like this direction, so moving maybe left, right, it can already be able to fire. But we decided to go with the smaller one for now. Okay, let's stop the pumps. Let's remove the course, not to be confused later on if I hit something wrong. Alright, so what do we have there? Target, sails, all batteries. Right, so we will have all batteries firing at sails as soon as they move around. Can I interact with him? I could not with the others, so let's just try. Nope, he is probably dead. It's quite clever mechanics. How to have it up and down. It's probably broken. Or maybe loose compared to the others. I would like to see if I can get hit. Alright, so they're in front of us, getting some distance. How are they moving? What's their current? Because they're moving slightly north. More against the wind. Or are they moving the same? Oh, most likely almost the same. There's like northeast wind, so the wind comes directly from there, northeast. We are trying to get east and north, so the northeast course will be the ideal one, but we can't go directly against the wind. Maybe what we could do, we could maybe go southeast to get some speed and maybe fire at them. But then from there we could probably go northwest again back. Let's do that. Let's go south. Let's go there. Is the crew going to man the other cannons on the other side? Guys, yes, alright, that's exactly what I wanted. I think we said canister, yeah? Next time. There will also be like fire at will.
Fire at will!
As soon as they have some view on them. Let's move slightly more southeast. Then we try to go northwest. More northwest, I mean. What will happen if I click this AWA button or toggle? No idea. Let's keep it unclicked. Unchecked. We are targeting sails now with a canister. I think it was a canister shot. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Or we should do the double shot. Let's switch to double. Loading double shot next. Because double shot, as far as I understood, or I have maybe some idea, should be used against sails. Target sails. All batteries. So how do you like that? Let me know in the comments below. As I said, for, I don't know, probably pre-alpha, some playtest, it's not bad. It looks not perfect for sure, but there is like lots of physics already in, lots of things to do. It's not like just sailing against the wind, whatever. There's really something to be done. Let's go more southeast. Maybe they'll already fire at them, and then we'll turn as soon as we get some speed, because we are only like 2.8 knots. Maybe we have some things, some way to reach them. Are they going to ram the ship against the coast? Someone walks and I had to know who. That doesn't matter, maybe me. Alright, so we are getting in position closely to fire. We have 2.9 knots. Target sails, all batteries. Fire at will. Alright. I wanted to sink them or to capture them, whatever. To show you how it's done, but I have no clue how it's done. But as I said, physics already there, some animations already in, some things to do. You have already enemy ships available. You have some weather, some dynamics. You have some controls. You can control how they shoot, how they move, how they handle stuff. There is also one dead already. I don't know how this is going to be reflected on the future capability of the ship, but still, you know, it's not like this is kind of we have out of range. It's not like really basic stuff like whatever, but this is not looking bad, to be honest. They still have a lot to do, like a lot, but for current playtest version I'm having some fun already. No idea how to get there fast enough. So the wind is currently still northeast. And we are moving. Okay, what if I will place W or W? I mean W key. Is they going? Are they going to drop more sails? Nope. So let me take control of that. Let's get there. Let me press M, and I will open all the sails to see what will happen. Okay, not I. They will. I'm just giving commands. If it will go completely wrong, now we are 3 knots. You see this? That's how it's done. You have to have sails if you want to move fast. It's not. Do we have any more holes? Let me check. Now we have all open. This one is still not yet opened, so maybe there will be a hole there. They fire at us from this side. Do we have any damage, visible damage like? Not sure if this was before there, probably yes. Yeah, it's like always there. This sail, guys. Was it already at 6 knots? That's much better. I think we are going completely away from them, so let's turn slightly closer to them. I think they are trying to get the sails open because there is someone still like doing stuff over there. So he's maybe unable to get to the position. Let's open it. Okay, so he is the one who moves over there on the like near the wheel, and he's unable to move. All right, that's not a big deal. We can manage without one sail. So okay, we are getting some speed. 5 knots, not bad at all. Target sails, all batteries again. And they have fire at will, out of range state. Alright. This is also like positioned a tiny bit better than the rest because this is already on the curve. So they can fire the first. If we get closer to them. As I said, you know, we have time compression as well, you have map view, you have some course navigation, you have interaction like we saw on the building. I have no idea what we can do there, but like it's definitely not U-boat, but it's not something which is not usable. Some glitches, that's normal. I don't blame them for this one. It's not like DLC for the U-boat. Which is completely broken. Okay, still out of range. So I would say let's try to close all the sails while we have a speed. Turn northwest and try to get them from the other side. Let's try to do that. I'm not sure how this is really done, but let's close all the big ones. And start turning right, like hard right to northwest. So now we are going against the wind. That's why we are closing the sails. Still we have some speed when we are not slowed down because of the... we maybe are, because of the some sails still open. Okay, let's get like northwest. I'm probably going too far on the compass. You see this red symbol over there. This is where my radar is currently going to get us if we get there. And the wind is currently directly like blowing to our face. Alright, so we should get some speed as soon as we... Okay, so the cannons are going to be used. It's also out of range, but we still give command to fire at will. Yes. And now we open sails. We should probably get some speed already. At least let's do with this stuff around, not the main. Are the main still open? Okay, doesn't matter. We are currently going backwards. I did something wrong. So let's use this M guy. Exactly. You should sail. Okay, he turned the sails the other way or not. It's just the wind blowing over. Okay, let's go west. For now. To get or somewhere there. I have no idea what this means. Like this dark color. So this is maybe against the wind. So let's get there. Not against the wind, but with the wind. Yep. Getting there. Already 2 knots. 3 knots almost. Let's open all the sails now again. Not sure if this is going to help us or not, but let's keep as close to them as we can. Yeah, they are getting away because they know how to do that. I'm newbie, complete newbie, but I think I now realized what this dark area is for. So I think this is, you can't move. This is like wind blows maybe from there to there. The rest blows like not against you, but for you. I mean, I hope you know what I mean. Okay, they are still out of range, but we will get there. We just have to have some speed. Okay, let's do again this. Ship's master. Okay, ship's master is now handling the sails. Perfect. So he's a master, I believe. We are running at 6 knots. Away from them a bit. Let's turn again to there. Try to reach them. So we are going more east now again. So souther than east. That's where I'm trying to head now. There, exactly. Against the wind. Yeah, you see, basic animation, but there is already something, yeah? At least. And this guy is still there. They have no time to drop him to the water. Okay, technically we probably have to do a standard funeral. Maybe. Alright, so the sails are up, because we are getting to where we want to head. Like from the wind perspective. Yes. Exactly. So they really get some distance, because I was not paying attention about, or I have technically no info about that at all. .8 knots. How are we looking up from the sails perspective? Okay, only the middle one are closed, both are closed. The rest are open. Maybe that's how it's done. Okay, he's a shipmaster. He should care. I care about firing. Are we getting closer now? 4 knots, not bad at all. No idea about their speed, but they are still getting away. They're still facing the shore. I have no idea what they want to achieve there. Maybe just save themselves. If that's possible, then another thing. Which is maybe possible. I want to have a short stay now, it's already 1.5 hours. Oh, 5 knots, 5.5. Looking good. We'll catch them any moment. So again, fire at field command on the... Yeah, exactly. If you can, just fire. 6 knots almost. We are getting there. I'm really curious because the ship which I encountered before was just somewhere in the middle of the sea. They're like directly heading to the coast like crazy. No idea why. 6 knots almost. We get as close to them as possible and then we turn northwest again. That's the plan, guys. What do you say? Anyone? A lot of you. Where is this guy who was watching here from the bow? Is he killed and replaced and everyone looks the same? That's completely fine. Alright, so they are getting there. As I said, 5.7, 5.8 knots. Oh, call was coming down. Okay, I was... you can also, like, raise and completely hide your colors. So, which nationality you are, because now I pressed F. It's down, so let's press F again, so now we have colors again. So I was like trying to press D, but I pressed F. Alright, alright. You can also do that, you know, there are really simple things, but as I said, this physics, how it looks, how it behaves, still plenty to do already on this playtest. I wouldn't say it's really bad. Having some fun, unless we can reach them. As you can hear or see, they are still out of range. But we try to get there. 6 knots, almost against the wind. It's not bad. The French coastal battery is firing at us. Oh, let's leave then. Alright, so we have to... oh, no. Let's go the other way. Hi, Buckfish. That's not the U-boat anymore. Now it's this is in the title, it's the Weather Gage, or Gage probably, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's available on Steam as a playtest. So you can have a fun with that. Let's try to get away from the batteries of French Coast Guard. Okay, that's why they were moving to the coast probably, to hide, to cover with batteries. Alright, so let's store cannons. Let's release marines. And let's release idle seamen. How can we... okay, they are all... no, they are moving there. How can we stop the action with the enemy ship? Let's try. So... I have no idea. Yeah, Buckfish, you can have a lot of fun with this one. I do recommend, because I have no idea how the sales system works, but if you watch this stream from the beginning, I explained some basic controls which are technically you can just open instructions as well. But you see, there is already a dead guy. We were hit. There is like one hole in our sail somewhere. Let me try to... it was in the last one probably. Let me open that. No, I want to control that. Yes. So as soon as, you know, there is also some animation of the guys that come here. Hopefully if they are not blocked. Sometimes they are. Doesn't matter. Let's leave it for the shipmaster. Alright. I tried to engage them. We fired a lot of stuff at them, but it was technically not good. Let me try to fire. I don't know. They can't fire because it's out of range probably. Yeah, and we are already at 9 knots moving away from the French coast batteries. Because we got too close. We tried to chase them, but they did it clever. They ran for the coast and then we got message from our maybe him, I don't know. All looks the same. So we got some message that we are already fired at from the French coastal battery, so that's why we moved away. Okay, so there is a map. This is currently available. So we have a map from, like, not even London, like this area, North France, South England, not even Cardiff, and then some coast here, like this Bay of Biscay. We are currently around here. This is the French Lugger, which we tried to attack, and this is us. Melampus, yeah, I think. I have no idea about fish. They all look the same and they have no shoes, so yeah. No idea. Let's try to get there. Why not? Maybe we'll have some luck with another ship. And you have also time compression. It's not like on the U-boat, but you see, it's quite... For the playtest, pre-alpha version, whatever this is. Yeah. We have one dead guy. I have no idea how to release them from the cannons. Let me try, let me slow down because last time we almost bumped at the Lugger or Lugger. So you can... Let's beat to... there is now no more port side anymore, because I think in the old days it was called larboard side, but let's beat to quarter. We shall... Okay, starboard battery, get ready. Alright, that's fine. Get ready. I want to just really release them from the deck, because it makes no sense that they will stay here for now. Alright. Now, all 9 cannons are still operational, which is perfect. And now let's release them. Store cannons. And now let's try to release idle seamen. They are really going to quarters, yeah, below the deck. There is like a stair here. You have to navigate. This is quite awful because you have to... Hi, Lagarovsky. You have to navigate by the arrow keys. So they are already... Okay, we have a second injured guy. And these are still moving like... Oh, can I push him away? Yes, perfect, so I can push them. And what about you? Okay, what are you doing? And what about you? Okay, fine. But as I said, there is some physics already. There is something to do. We already fired at the Lugger. We were fired back. You see, there is one dead guy and another dead guy. I have no idea how to get rid of them, sorry. At least there is no blood. And now we are going for another one. Let's use our not binocular, but probably monocular, or how it's called. You see, there are some ships there moving to the coast, which we do not like. But there should be some there. We have like 3 levels of zoom. This is normal view, this is 1 level, 2nd level, 3rd level. This is... it's already interactable. It's unknown vessel. Alright. And there is another... Oh, this is the one which I attacked before. Let's focus on them. This is slow and not armed. Let me try to get there. So this is the one... This one. Let's change course. There. Oh. Maybe there. May use some time compression. 7.5 knots, faster than the Empire Bell. We are probably going the wrong direction, so maybe get there first. This was slow, unarmed, and I just captured them using my marines on the boat when I tried before. You know, there are like already different kind of engagements possible, yeah? Which is like for this playtest 7.9 knots. Almost like a U-boat, almost. Right, let's change course a bit there. 8.3. Nine knots. Okay, we already know there is a Tartane. I have no idea what does it mean. Okay, let's slow down. We already have like another ship to the west, so I don't know which one. Maybe the one which is... Okay, the one, I think the one was lost and now it's found again. So let's go back to this view. Yeah, so now we have the Tartane. We currently do not know even the flag or something. Sorry, Buckfish, I did not notice your question. So this is the wind direction. This is the green stuff there. You can click this AWA and it moves. I have no effect on the speed and I have no idea what it does. This AWA. But okay, I will leave it like unchecked for now. And you see there is also like the light change, yeah? Also the color change. Now we have like a sunset. Looks, I would say, very good on this playtest. And you see also the color changes, like really have sorry, I clicked something. Let's get them there. Alright, so let's go back. So this I wanted to show you. So we have really like a nice, and this is the hole which we got from our shootout with the Lugger. So we have even the hole in the cell, and it's still there. You know, I was like, okay, it's maybe temporary. No, it's still there. We were hit that we lost 2 sailors, but that's all what currently I can see. And this is the wind speed direction. It's also written, if I go to the map view, it's written like northeasterly fresh breeze. And you have the time here, real time of the day, and you have the current date is 1st February 1793. And I don't know what this bell ringing means. I have like, nope. That's out of my reach. So let's get there. I mean, like visuals for the playtest, pre-alpha, whatever this is, as I said, mind-blowing. Except the crew members, but they are not visible most of the time. They are inside. There is a bigger version of the ship as well. You can get frigate with 2 rows of cannons on each side. 1 special sail here. It was like 1 on the front bottom. Really like. Then it's blocking all the views. But yeah. So let's get this Tart whatever. What was its name? Tart something. Now we are running 10 knots. I think this is the U-boat. Not surface speed, but I think maybe submerged speed or something. Looking pretty well. Pretty good. Are there... okay, there is already some stars coming up. We'll see if there will be a moon. Alright, so do we have any... No, we have no actions yet. We can't target them yet. But let's reach them. Are the dead guys already cleaned up? Yes, it looks like the crew took care about those 2 unfortunate souls. By the way, if you anchor, this thing is really animated. The guys will come here, put the... you see this square... how to show you? These square entries, yeah, over there. They really put sticks in it and walk around to raise the anchor. I was like blown away when this was animated. I was like, alright. Guys, this is not looking bad. Okay, so let's... No action yet. I think if I will manually move slightly north... You see now on the compass, the red stuff is my rudder command, manual command. By using... it's a bit strange, controls, WSD is for the ship control, normal arrow keys are for character control, but alright, you just have to get used to it. No, these three guys are currently on deck. The rest of the crew is below the deck, so let me bring them up. Don't be surprised how many are there. Let's man the larboard side. Beat to quarters larboard, yeah. They are coming from below. There is this hatch door, or how to call that, the door to the underdeck, or how to the... He's not saluting, he's like protecting his view from the sun. And lookout, he's like on the lookout position. He's on the lookout, exactly. So they came from there, and you see, there are many of them. And I will show you how to fire cannons, just without any target for now. You can even change 5 different ammunitions. Now they are written on my top right corner on the screen. You can see there are 5 different shots. Maybe let me find some way to background like here, yeah? So you have like solid shot, double shot, canister shot, grape shot, and bar shot or something like that. And let's fire for fun. Not bad, yeah? And now they have to reload. You see there is this animation. Not animation. They should be probably, because he's always holding the ball and he's always holding the stick. Even though clipping through the stuff, that doesn't matter. But, you know, now they are loaded again. As soon as they are pushed forward, they are loaded again. It's quite fun that some things are already there. What's that? Someone was firing at us, or not? Yeah, we can target them. So we can target sails with our crew. Alright. And now you see here on top we have like 9 cannons operational and out of range still, yeah? So we have to get closer. So let's move slightly west, closer to them. Maybe some action again. Yeah, definitely. Definitely backfish. The bar shots are after the engagement, yeah? If you win, you can get bar shots. Yeah. But also you have this 3D time compression. So now we are in the 3D world and I can press numeric plus and we are getting like time compression even in this view. So it's similar to U-boat from some perspective. I think they were firing at us. And by the way, if you are not controlling the sails manually, you can ask the shipmaster to do that, and they are moving away, moving around, and really adjusting the sails based on my course, by the wind direction and so on, direction. And the hole is still there after so long time. Sometimes I'm clipping, hey, this is, as I said, pre-alpha or whatever playtest version. Right, so let's get back. We are at 10.5 knots, which is ideal, I would say. I think that the max speed I got was like around 13. They are getting away slightly, so let's readjust. Let's go slightly there. I think now the speed will decrease, but we should get closer. Okay, they're already there, perfect. You can even attack by boat. You can ask your marines, which are also somewhere hidden below, under the deck, or how it's called in English, this area under deck, in the hull. I have no idea. Especially on such a boat. Such a ship, sorry. So you can ask them to man the boats, and they will attack by them. So they try to get there. They really use like these rows and try to row there. And if you encounter the situation when there is like no wind at all, you can be pulled by the boats already. I tried it. Okay, what about their course? They are leaving away. We are already only at 9 knots because moving more left will decrease our speed. How are the sails open? So you can also manually control each one of them. Let's say I will close the front one, eh? No, I do not want to press that. I want to press only this. Let me show you. Hopefully everything works. Now this one is bugged out now, so let's close the one on top. This is, you know, it's really even animated. Each single sail is animated differently. Let's open it, and now let's open the middle one as well. The top, I mean this one. But you have to wait until it's really close. You can't like reverse or do the opposite action while the animation is still in progress. That's fine. Alright, but if you press M, now the shipmaster takes care about sails, and you can just care about firing and shooting and getting there in time. Target sails, and we will use this double shot. Let's hold the number 2, and I will prepare the double shot now. Why are they going there? Guys. Okay. Okay. Fine. Let's click on them. Let's do target sails larboard. Are you coming back? We are almost getting in position. Not yet to fire, but close. They are turning away from us. Where are they? There. Target sails, all batteries. Let's do it this way. Can I release you from this side? Starboard side. Release crew starboard guns. Right, we have to turn right. And they're also like leaving the cannons unattended for a while until the sails are, because sails are the higher priority. Not sure what they are doing. Ship sighted vessel, alright, doesn't matter, we want to get them. Let's turn south and maybe get them from the other angle. If they are eager to stay there. Now we fire at them. Target sails, starboard. Alright. So 17, what was the year? 1793. Let's keep an eye on them and let's do some time compression. I think that's better view. To know what they are doing. We should get there quite soon. I think that's the time compression is working quite fine. Well, let's go faster this way, south, and then turn, because now we have a higher speed. And now we issue command fire at will.
Fire at will!
They are still out of range. Why they are not ready? Let me slow down. Because now they are like saying it's not, they are not ready. Like 0 available. I did something wrong. Store cannons. Release crew. No, can't do that. Marine to the tops, alright. Release idle seamen. They are not idle. So, how to get them to do what I want to have them do? Maybe click on them again. Target sails, all batteries.
Ready!
But there are like still 0 out of 9 is ready. Can we fire just for fun? Oh, we can't. There was some movement. Let me figure it out. Perfect. So if they move now down, that's completely perfect. But I wanted to like reset the crew. Perfect. So they are moving to the deck. Okay, fine. So this is now solved. And now we just have to. We first get to. We have to get to them. I will go slightly north of them. So I think this will increase our speed, from how I understood the sails. Let me double check if we have all open. No, we don't. So let's open all of them to get full speed. Nope. Nope. I think we have to wait until this is solved now. Can I click on them again? Yeah, this is going to be opened. I should have the highest speed possible because all sails should get open. They're even like raising them physically, like the whole beam is moving up, you see? And now they can artful. Yeah, that's quite physics, as I said. There are some things already behind this game. I wish the developers luck to really finish this because it could be quite fun to understand how the sails worked. Okay, now we have 10.4 knots, like U-boat speeds already. Not even using any diesel, nothing, just the sails. This view. Now we should get ready. Do they have any guns? Let me check. Most likely not. Not yet. Don't target them yet. These sailors were working with the sails. Now we can just release them and they will return back because they manipulated the sails. No, wrong. Increasing sail, yeah, increase everything. And this crew member is missing now, the one which was on the lookout. Let's release the marines. I have no idea what is their job, so you can put them on these platforms, but that's it. I have no idea what other things they can do. 11.6 knots. This is really fast now. 11.6. See, there is no guns, nothing. Okay, they are just turning away, so let's follow them. They should not escape. We have much more sails, so we should be faster, hopefully. Hopefully the game calculates about like the surface area of the sails. And maybe some drag from the body mass. Alright, so let's get into position. Let's prepare target sails, larboard. Alright, let's prepare. We are going to fire. Is it the normal speed? Yes, it is. This is the 1-to-1 speed, which is quite fast, I would say, to really do some... Okay, and now let's fire. Why only one? Fire at will. They are really targeting sails, you see. Okay, but we have to turn. It's definitely not torpedo T5. A level of precision. But it's quite fun that we see all these holes. I don't know how it's calculated, because you can technically have seven enemy ships inside. I think I set it to 7. And then everyone has many cells, and then if they are really remembering all the details, then yes, there is some database behind it. Yeah, exactly. No noise to follow. Yeah. So T1, whatever. Maybe we can calculate course. Okay, let's use the bowmaster, because I have no idea how the sails should work now. I think they should be turned. Yeah. Alright, my bad. We are stopping now. Unintentionally. We are facing there. Alright. Looking pretty beaten up already, but not as much. Like to stop them probably. What's that? Okay, it's just the smoke from our cannons. I was like, someone was firing at us. No, this is, I mean, this one is only smoke from our fire. Yeah, this guy needs some push. He wants to be clipped into the wooden... Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Move there. And work on the cannon. Now we can't fire at the sails most likely, because the sails are completely like looking weird from our angle. But they are still firing. No problem with that. This is the maximum thing we can reach them, because then we are going against the wind. But they are still firing. Let's hold fire and let's fire one salvo. Let's hold fire. Everyone ready? 8 out of 9 is ready. Where is the last one? Now we have 9. Alright, let's fire... No, not this time, because they are like... We can't hit the sails in this angle. They are turning west again, so let's go against the wind again and try to hit them from the other side. We should also go to northwest, as they do. Yeah, like this. And let's... target all batteries. Target sails, all batteries.
Brig ready!
Yeah, perfect. Yes, that works. The sails are changing, the guys are working, and we are going to fire soon. Now it's out of view on the left side, but on the right side nothing is ready yet. They have to probably make the cannons ready. Fire at will. Let's issue this command for now. Are they going to reload guns? Now it looks like, because they were kneeling on this side, the guys behind the cannons, now they are not. I'm just worried that this is not going to work from our starboard side anymore. Okay, what we can do also, what I did last time, we can attack by boat, and then launch them. So now the Marines will go there and try to capture them. You can change the ammunition, yes. Let's try to do that, that's good call. I will hit one. Let's reload like immediately. Okay, now something changed. Doesn't matter, we have our military how to call it. There is one captain with them, or one officer at least. Okay, so they are moving cannons in. Alright, we can still fire. Let's hold fire. For now. Where is our crew? These are the seals. Yeah. Okay, so now we reload everything. We have all 9 cannons ready, so let's fire at once. Alright, getting somewhere. Then I have to turn away. Now we'll slow down. And maybe our seals, where are they? No idea. Okay, let's turn again to the northeast. Or to the east. Technically southeast almost. Yeah. It's not T5 torpedo level fire, but still. Not the deck gun as well, but we have some cannons. Working against the French something. What was its name? Tartane enemy. Target sails. All batteries, yeah, as before. And where is our SEAL team dispatched to catch them? There should be already a demo, or are they not? I don't see them. Oh, they are there. SEAL team in Atlantic Ocean, trying to catch the French starter, whatever. Fire starter. Right, let's move to the other side as well. Now we're only 1.6 knots speed. 1.7, alright. Getting there. Nice. Alright, so dropping sails, which will help us to get faster. 3.4 already. Our SEAL team, where are you guys? Maybe I should bring you back. Okay, they're already there. Really faster than we are. Okay, so now they're opening sails. We should technically turn and... Well, I know, I can turn and fire their sails slightly, which will also increase our speed. They are already out of view for now. Let's fire. Okay, we are missing some sailors there. The cannons are not manned properly. Let's fire at will. Let's reload. Hmm. I don't know. This cannon logic is somehow still out of my reach. But our boat is there, or? Yeah, they're already there, so we won't fire. Hold fire, hold fire. So we should get there as well. What I did on my first trial, I sent these guys when they were technically slower because of the sails damage, and then they captured the French ship and make it British ship. Maybe we'll be lucky enough again. Can I click now on them? Let me try. Nope. This is British launch. This is nope, not yet. Why it does not work? I think it worked. Oops, it worked. Where are they? There. It worked recently. When I clicked on them. Nope. When I click on our ship, I can only meet, so it means that they will return back. Okay, they are firing. They should not return back, or maybe I did the wrong approach. Okay, but you see, there is already so much in this game, in this playtest, that you just have to learn how to do it here. But still, there are still things you can do, just to understand it correctly. That's it. Let's meet, guys. I don't want to fire at you, and giving me no chance, guys. They are still like trying to get this direction, because the rows are like moving them there. Maybe they just can't turn. Okay, so let's fire once. Anyone? Maybe we have limited ammo. That's maybe already implemented, because I thought this is unlimited, but maybe it's limited. Let's switch to grape shot, whatever this is. Loading grape shots. Or bar shots. Okay, now the crew is already there. Moving at us. Right, so let's fire now. Target sails or all batteries. And fire. Fire at will. Do something. Guys, I don't know how to tell you differently. Now it's really perfect. Strange. Yeah, let's do round shots, because maybe round shots are always available. Who knows? They were able to fire from the larboard side, so let's try to do that again. Where is our SEAL team? Meet. Come on, guys. And you see, this ship is also removed from the deck, yeah? So they really did take it out. Like, quite fun. As I said, a lot of things is already in. A lot of things are in. Yeah. Now there are 3 of them here. All right. Let's how did I? Okay, they are moving to the right side now. All right. I mean to the correct side, to left. Should be getting some speed already. Let's turn slightly more southeast, but not to lose our SEAL team. Where are they? Can we see them on the map? Yes, we can. So they are getting like in front of us. Yeah, they are there. Nice. If they get closer, you can just click on them and and do like collect the ship or something like that. Oops. Collect boat. Yep. Now it's stored and the crew is back. And now we can fire again. Target sails. All batteries. Now I think, oops. This view, this side seems to be functional because we have like 9 cannons again ready. So I think this is getting better from this side. Yeah. Have fun. You should try. Maybe you can teach me something next time when we play. I found it yesterday. I played it today just briefly myself. Now I wanted to stream and then upload it to YouTube because I think there is some potential in this game. Okay, they are moving away again. You know, this AI is, I would say, it's even better than maybe on the U-boat. Because it's really clever. They use this, they are technically going all the time against the wind, trying to somehow maneuver us out. I'm not sure what the crew will do when we will switch to the other cannons again. If they will be able to fire or not. Where are they? There, alright, so let's do some time compression until we get some better position at them. Maybe they turn again. So this side, okay, now the cannons are loaded again, so now we have 9 cannons loaded, alright, so the other side now works as well. Alright, so we are getting some results. Maybe I should not really play with any commanders and their, I mean officers and their commands. You just have to rely on the simple basic stuff. Are they turning again? Yes, they are probably turning again. Not bad for them. Let's fire again. So I have another ship sighted west. With west is technically there somewhere. I don't care for now. Let's turn again. Because they are turning, we have to readjust. At least we got 2 salvos at them. And let's do time compression again. We like time compressions in our stream. You can even walk, because you can't walk in time compression on U-boat, but you can here. No, it's too sharp angle. Let's get closer. Maybe they will turn again and then we can fire. I have no idea what kind of studio is behind this. I have no idea, like publisher or something, or what this is, like where it comes from, but I do think there is like a huge potential behind it. Right, let's slow down. I think the salvo will be available now. And let's focus on them if we hit them. Okay, they're already changing sails, so maybe they will turn. Yes, they will turn. There is also like damage there on their stern. Right, why the remaining cannons are not firing, guys? Let's fire everyone. Yeah, that's better. That's I like. But we should hit. Not just fire. That's the fire at will. Oops. Now we should probably turn again. Okay, now we have no cannons ready, and this is probably out of sight already because it's in front of us. Yeah, not bad. What's the time? I think we spent whole night trying to bring them down. Is it still dawn or is it still sunset or already dawn? I have no clue. Alright, let's do time compression. Yes, get ready. Three knots, 4 knots. Getting there. 5 knots. Can we fire already? Nope. Still 2 in front of us. 2 sharp angle, even for the first cannon. If we will miss, then we will fire at the hull in the next salvo. Alright, so let's slow down. Let's target the hull now. Target hull. All batteries. Alright, fire. Let's slow down a bit slightly. Heading more north. And as soon as the cannons are ready, we'll fire one more time. The whole salvo again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't matter, 8. Did you hit them? Who knows? They are quite beaten already. I mean, the front sail is quite cheesy. Let's fire one more time, guys. Let's prepare one more salvo. Alright, I will start turn and then you should fire. Okay, this was a hit. Yeah, we hit them. We are hitting them hard. Alright. Okay, I did turn too much. It's quite like a lot of manual work. You have to move around, handle sails, handle cannons, not get hit. Yeah, you have a lot to do as a seaman in 19 something. What was the date? 1793. And I, as a captain, I'm just standing there. Could technically get there, and we should be much more faster. Yeah, I'm not as good as I am on the U-boat on the I don't even remember the name of this ship. Yeah, I can't even hit the simple small whatever this is. Can we fire already? Nope, not yet. Alright, one shot. Fire at will, as far as you can. Yeah, exactly, fire at will. The hull is quite low, that's why I was trying to hit sails before. Yeah, we are firing quite heavily at them. Yeah, even though we are not hitting them, but at least we are firing at them. Okay, now this out of sight, out of reach. Let's turn again. And I think we will target sails again, because maybe this should help us to slow them down. I'm not sure how this works, but let's try that. Yeah. So I think I prefer... I think I would like this, but I think I prefer diesel from now on. We'll definitely return to our U-boat quite soon. Not even like getting away in this small... whatever... Tartane, whatever this is. If they will turn again, try to go against the wind, I will send this bolt again. Maybe I just misclicked or should wait it a bit longer because there was a fire already from them.
Fire at will!
Yes, fire at will if you can. Why we are not having more sails, guys? I want to speed up. Alright, so let's open all the sails manually. To get some speed. Because they are getting away. Oh, they are already firing, alright. We are trying to target... Oops, sails now. So now they are turning away, so let's slow down. Let's send our... It's still quite far, but let's try that. Attack by boat, launch. I will try to fire at their sails while our guys are just getting there. I can't even see them through the smoke. We did hit something, not a sail, but at least we hit the hull, from the look of it. Yeah, we hit now, again. Again. hit something again. Where's our team? Over there. Right. Alright, we should start turning because we will lose them. We have 9 cannons, 18 cannons, and we can't bring down one simple ship which has no cannons at all. Alright. We'll manage. Maybe our marines will manage better than we. They are already like in the middle of the screen. Getting to them. Alright, I should use this M guy. Yeah, shipmaster. Because I was turning with the open sails against the wind, which was not wise. It's not a speedboat, but they have some speed. Now we are trying to get slightly against the wind. Alright, it's maybe more physics than I was ready for, to be honest. Alright, let's slow down and let's have a look what they will try to do there. I think they are getting it quite alright. Yeah, they moved the sails down, so we should turn as well. Already. It's already 2.5 hours. I thought that this will be done in an hour. Like to show you something from this game. Okay, this is locked. Like now we are. I really feel like we're locked on target, and everything else moves around. They are firing. I have some U-boat vibes. It is locked and all other stuff. Because this view is technically just solid lock on target. Not on target, but just like pointed on at them and land lock. Is the deed already done, guys? No, it's not. Oh, I have to find you again. Okay, there. What about you? Nope. What about them? Not yet. Alright. We won't fire now. Okay, the flag is down, so I think now we captured the ship. Yes. So, sir, we captured the French Tartane Eugene. That's how it's done. You see? I said this game has some potential already. You can send your guys there, marines, and they will capture the ship. So now we can right click. Oops. Now we can find them again. There. Right click. And then dispatch to Allied port. And now Tartane Eugene departs to St. Helens Anchorage. Perfect. So we have kept the ship, and now it's on. Now it's ours. It's not French anymore. Let's meet with our crew again. Let's maybe head slightly to them, not to get away. You see, as I said, some potential in this game is still available. We just have to understand how the sales works. and how to fire cannons correctly. We did have some hiccups, but I think in overall we then realized how to do that. Now I just have to get them away from the cannons again. So let's store cannons. Are they going to store them as well? Or what does this mean? What are you doing? So maybe they have to store like, I don't know, each one of them. No, these are working on the sails. This as well. So where is our marine team over there? Alright, meet again. Yes, alright. So, did we store cannons? Yes. Now, release idle seaman. Yeah! You know, we just have to wait. Alright. So, I think this is how you play this game. At this playtest. Guys, whoever is whoever made this game, please continue. It's really a huge potential I see in it. It would be quite fun if such a hiccups are solved and such issues you can polish. I think you have some potential to maybe have some nice game out. Have a look on U-boat, maybe get some ideas, maybe things like controls, especially like how to move character, how to move ship, how to maybe do other stuff around. I think moving directly rather like using WSID is not the best. Maybe it will be better to maybe just, I don't know, have some rather control instead of like a compass. Maybe I can just directly, like maybe, you see like this here, I can directly click on it. I don't have to really use keys for that, which are typically used for first person movement. So whoever did this game, check U-boat, check other games, but I think you have really not bad physics, not bad logic. Maybe get some skill tree for the crew to get better at firing at target, some target practice. I wasn't able to fire back at the fort which was firing at me before, so maybe this will be something to look at, but yeah, and maybe some explanation what each kind of ammunition means. And maybe introduce something like survival stuff, some food logic, some looting of the wreckage of the enemy ships and so on. I do like how it's, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's for free for now, as I said. You just have to understand basics and then you can have fun. And maybe learn something from 1793. Maybe some historical missions, some historical background, some campaign like we have on U-boat. And you will be a next gem in the World of Sails franchise. This is really looking quite okay. As I said, this is just a playtest. Okay, thanks for watching. I think this will be enough for today. We tried really hard to bring some small ship down, but it was for ages much longer than I thought it would be. As I said, leave comments in the section below, like, share if you enjoyed it a bit, and maybe support the developers. I think this will be the best what you can do if you like such a kind of games. Okay, let's collect them. Not yet. And have fun. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.